Hi, welcome to the Alchemy of Not. This video is about self-degradation or self-criticism, how useless it is, and how there is utterly no value in looking back at things you've done in the past and beating yourself up for them. And I can kind of demonstrate this. For some reason, when I thought about how to demonstrate this, using tomatoes came to mind to represent me in different stages of my life, or one in different stages of one's life. The idea for this video came to me after I was beating myself up for something I had done in my past. It's a mistake I made, and I regret the choice I made. And once in a while I remember this and I think through the whole thing and I play out the whole thing, and at the end I call myself stupid or a fool, etc. So I did it again. This was like 3 weeks ago, and I thought through this whole thing. I played out the whole tape again, or the video, or whatever you want to call it, and the memory. And at the end of it, I said to myself, and it was practically out loud, it was very audible in my mind, you fool, you idiot, that was so stupid, you were such an idiot. And I caught myself and I said, no, you can't do that. And then this analogy with the tomatoes came to mind. So I'll share this event with you, and there's another one I can share, but I don't want to go dredging up too much of this stuff because that's not the point. We all make mistakes, and we all do things we regret and things that we would not do now, right? So these post-it notes each have something on it that I regret, or a mistake I made, something that was embarrassing that I did, whatever. And I'm going to go chronologically. This was when I was very young, and this is now. Now is not a mistake I made. Now is just now. And if we were to use a tomato to represent me, so here I am as a baby, and then I'm a toddler, and then I'm a child, and then I'm a teenager, and then I'm in my early 20s, and so forth. So I move through my life, and I have these events and actions that I take and decisions that I make. Some of them are good decisions and some of them are bad decisions. And then I get to now. And now I'm making this video. If we were to go look back in time over my life, and let's say I can, from this vantage point, I can look back in my life and remember the things I've done. So each of these events is something that I did, or each of these events is me doing the thing. Each of these tomatoes is me making the decision, or making the mistake, or whatever. So each one is like a freeze frame in my life. Here's one. It says asking for detention. This was in 7th or 8th grade, and the teacher, we had a substitute teacher, and I was being obnoxious, kind of a class clown. And it was disrupting the class and upsetting the teacher, and she finally said, do you want a detention? And I said yes, because I was being obstinate, I was being belligerent. So I blurted out yes, and she said, okay, then you have detention. And it was it was so stupid. It was a dumb thing for me to do. It was a dumb thing for me to say. It was immediately obvious to everybody and me that that was a stupid thing that I did. I was embarrassed about it, and it was a mistake. So here's an example where I could look back and I could say, "You stupid idiot. Why did you do that? That was so dumb." All right, the one that motivated me to make this video is here. This one it says, "Telling Kung Fu Master I did not want to learn." So I was flying to go spend 3 or 4 days with my Kung Fu Master. This was like 15 years ago, and one of the things that I was looking forward to learning in Kung Fu was a certain form, a Kung Fu form he was going to teach me one day. And that day hadn't come, and I had waited and hoped, and I still wasn't ready, and he hadn't started teaching me. And on the flight there, I thought, you know what, I'm going to convince myself that I don't want to learn that form, that I don't need it, and if it's ever to be taught to me, then at that time it'll be taught to me. But now I can focus on more fundamental things and just stop worrying about learning this form. So this me, not this me, this is me now. This me back then got to where I was going, and I was training with my Kung Fu Master, and a couple of days in, he said, "You know what, I've decided I'm going to start teaching you that form." And I said, "Well, that's funny, because I've decided I don't actually want to learn it. It's not something that is pressing me now anymore," or something like that. And it was a mistake. It was a stupid thing to say. It was dumb, and I knew it right away. It wasn't what I wanted. It was, I don't know. I mean, I can probably explain why, and there's probably all kinds of psychology that would better explain it, but it was a mistake. And it is not the decision I would make today. Not what I would do today. So what I want to show with the tomatoes is that I could take, so this me is the one who did that, right? Not this one. This me is me now. This me is the one that did this stupid thing that this me wouldn't do. I wouldn't do that now. This one did. So I can take this me, and I got a hot seat here. So here's the hot seat, and I can put me in the hot seat, and I can say, "You stupid fool, you idiot, why did you do that? That was dumb." What do you have to say for yourself? You tell it to the camera. See? This me can't answer for this, because this isn't me anymore. This one made the mistake, not this one. So that's what this demonstrates, and I could do it with this one too. What were you thinking? That was so dumb. Why did you do that? You tell them. You have nothing to say. You see what I mean? It's not helpful. It doesn't help us. It doesn't do anything. There's no value there. No value there. Nothing to learn. I've already learned from these mistakes. This me, and there is the value in making the mistake, is learning from it, to not do it again. I wouldn't do it that way now. I wouldn't make this decision or this decision or this one or this one. None of these. And these aren't me anymore. These were me. But they aren't now. And in fact, I had to be these to become this. And that's great. So, that's all I wanted to say, is that just here's a perspective for you on how to look at yourself, or how to not look at yourself in the past. Thanks for watching.